It's next for 10. What about gray Jedi, Ryan? Would they be considered true masters of the Force since they attempt to understand and harness both sides? There's no such thing as a gray Jedi. It's bullshit, right? That's literally what I'm like trying to say. People are big fans of the idea and the concept of a gray Jedi because guess what? When you play a video game, you can make any decisions you want, and I can have the best light side force powers and the best dark side force powers in Jedi Outcast. My Kyle Katarn can not only heal himself, but he can also force lightning everybody and force choke people. But the gray Jedi is not a thing.
Where did that come
Um,
from?
it came from people. I think it really started because of video games, because that
Mm,
aspect of being able to use both sides of the Force. And you do have some stories like Knights of the Old Republic 2, where they get into that and they get into, do the ends justify the means? You got to think about the impact on this. Is it okay to use a dark side force power if it meant saving somebody that mattered? Like all these things, right? It's people like having those conversations, but gray Jedi are not a thing.
I think they were trying to push that route in the sequel trilogy with Kylo Ren saying, "Forget the Sith, forget the Jedi, just join me, Rey. We could just do some Force stuff together and just make our own way in the galaxy."
Yeah, I see some people saying that like
But
Qui-Gon's not a gray Jedi at all. At all.
I don't even know who would the closest person who would they who would be a great if there was a such a thing. I don't know who would be one because Revan switched forces. He switched teams.
Okay, so Revan was a Jedi. He
Yeah,
went out. They found the fucking hidden Sith Empire, basically, and the Emperor kind of mind control him, sent him and Malik back to start fucking taking over the galaxy. Revan fucking gets attacked by the Jedi Strike Force. They wipe his fucking memory. And regardless of whatever you do in the game, canonically, Revan takes the path of the Jedi once again. Right. So that was somebody who essentially was manipulated into switching sides. But once
yeah.
he even understood what everything that happened to him, even after he understood what the Jedi did to him, like he canonically decides to take the path of the Jedi.
And you don't even put like yeah, like you said, video games probably like Star Killer. Would that be classified as something like that, or that's just a mutant chemistry experiment that just went crazy?
Well, like you wouldn't call Darth Vader a gray Jedi
Right,
because at
right.
one point he was on one side and that at another point he was on another side, right?
Correct.
Um,
That's true.
God, I fucking hate Star Wars sometimes.